Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 29 of Final Fantasy VII. So on the last time with Final Fantasy VII, we explored a little bit of Gongaga Village. We got a special scene involving Tifa and Aerith when hearing the name Zack. And we had a run-in with the Turks. And apparently, there's a Shinra spy among us. Ooh. And Shinra's making plans to make the ultimate weapon. Woo! But enough about that. More importantly, our buggy broke down, so we're going to see if we can try to get help from this town. I am home! It is I, Nanaki! Hey, Nanaki, you're safe! Come on, go and say hello to Bugenhagen! Nanaki? Red 13 seems different, doesn't he? Cosmo Canyon? I wonder if there's any relation to the planet or the ancients. If you have Barrett in your party, he will be all like, yeah, I always wanted to go here. Hell yeah! Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this land? Nope. Let me explain. People from all over the world gather here to seek the study of planet life. God, what the heck is that noise? I'm sorry, it's full now, so I can't let you in. Oh, bullshit! They helped me when I was on the road. Please let them in. Oh, is that so? You helped our Nanaki. Please, come on in. Yeah, not so full now. Who is Nanaki? Nanaki is Nanaki. That's his name. So we're going to finally learn about our boy Red 13. Hell yeah, man. And also, this music, yo! This shop will taunt you for the rest of your life. In the general store, you can buy high potions here. You can finally buy ethers for 1500 gil. And, of course, you can get the usual shit. Yes. So anyway, yes. You see that green icon? It will taunt you. It will taunt you. We're going to have to go back for that later. But anyway, yeah, I freaking love Cosmo Canyon and Cosmo Canyon's music. It's so freaking relaxing, man. It's so good. Anyway, let's see. Let's go over here. And through here, we have absolutely nothing. That's perfect. I love areas that take you to absolutely nowhere. Turtle's Paradise, number 5. Our cocktails are good, but our wine is the best. Stop in at the Turtle's Paradise. Turtle. Here you can go to the Shildra Inn for our 100 gil a night. And by going into this back room, you'll find your inn and your bed. Actually, there are only 2 beds. So someone has to sleep on the sofa. I guess that would be me because I like sleeping on the sofa. I'm serious. I'm being serious. It's like I don't know why I really like to sleep on the sofa. I don't know. I remember only doing that like well too long ago in the before times, before, you know, the pandemic happened, where I slept on a couch at my relative's house, and it was actually very nice. It was a good couch. Here's where this is my hometown. My tribe were the protectors of those who appreciated this beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. Cowardly father? Yes, my father was a wastrel. And so the mission I inherited from my ancestors is to protect this place. My journey ends here. Hey, Nanaki, you're home! Coming, Grandpa! That's perfect. Why don't we catch a break too? We can meet back here in a while, okay? Yeah, let's go and explore the wonderful place that is the Cosmo of the Canyon. There's a save point right here. And the Tiger Lily Arms shop. Here at the weapon shop, you can buy a Butterfly Edge for Cloud, Tiger Fang for Tifa, Heavy Vulcan for Red, or Barrett, Prism Staff for the Aerith, and Silver Barrette for Red 13. Pinwheel for Yuffie, and a green megaphone for Kate Sith. It just occurred to me that I didn't really... you know what, we'll buy 4 of these. It just occurred to me that, we don't necessarily, we don't necessarily have the... I just wasted my full stock, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So, whoopsie daisy, looks like because we have better equipment now, I guess we can't, we aren't on the way to 30,000 anymore. The Butterfly Edge is a double link slot weapon, so that's all very good. Looks like I'm gonna do some money grinding from this point onward then. To get back to where I was, and also to get stronger in the process. Anyway, hello, here we go. Yeah, sometimes with these pre-rendered backgrounds, it's kind of hard to tell where you are in the dimensions, I guess. Like, I believe if you go out here... No. It's not here. I know there's at least one place where the view is all messed up. Yeah, like, look at this. How is anyone supposed to guess that you're supposed to go in here if you want to go out there? And also, because we got the whole view of the canyon like this. Like, this is a really cool pre-rendered background and all that. It's cool. But look at how minuscule we are. Like, look at this. Like, even if you don't have these on, like, how are you supposed to tell where you are? I don't know. How are you supposed to know which way is up and up? I don't know. I'm probably complaining about nothing, but there you are. I just wanted to say my thoughts on that. Cloud, this is my grandfather, Bugen. He is incredible. He knows everything. Ho 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 ho! I hear that you looked after Nanaki. Nanaki is still a child, you see? Please stop, grandfather. I'm 48. Ho ho ho! Nanaki's tribe has incredible longevity. So you see, his 48 years old would be only the equivalent to say that of a 15 or 16-year-old in human reckoning. 15 or 16? He's quiet and very deep. You thought he was an adult? Grandfather, I want to be an adult. I want to grow up to be able to protect you and the village. Ho ho ho! No, Nanaki. You can't stand on your own yet. To do that now would destroy you in the long run. reaching up into the heavens, threatening to snatch the very stars from the great city of Midgar. You've seen it, haven't you? Well, that's a bad example. Looking up too much makes you lose perspective. When it's time for the planet to die, you'll understand that you know absolutely nothing. When the planet dies? Ho ho ho! It may be tomorrow, or 100 years from now, but it's not long off. How do you know this? I hear the cries of the planet. What's that? The sounds of the stars in the heavens. While this goes on, planets are born and die. What was that? Ho ho ho! That was a scream from the planet. Didn't you hear it? As if to say, I hurt, I suffer. They've come here on a journey to save the planet. Why don't you show them your apparatus? Ho ho ho! To save the planet? Ho ho ho! But then again, I guess it wouldn't hurt to show him. Buchenhagen! Whoever that is. Several odd-looking people are here. The whole place has gotten busy all of a sudden. He brought friends too. I'll go get them. God, I love the way he crawls. Cloud, please call one of them. Only 3 people can fit in Grandfather's machine. Don't worry, my machine won't run away. Go and invite your friends. Now, who in the right mind would ever think that space would be incredibly interesting? Someone would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone, yes, someone in our group would find space interesting. You can find Yuffie here. God, I hate studying. Mood. I mean, from here you can hire your fellow party members to join in all the fun. But I think Tifa and Aerith would definitely find more of this interesting because... Actually, no. Barrett, I've left you in the dust, man. You deserve to go. Yeah, you can see Yuffie checking out all the stuff over there. You can find Kate Sith over here. What did they say? Well, they said something, that's for sure. Here you can find Tifa and Aerith, I believe. Are you going somewhere? Yeah, I believe this is where Aerith will be. Yeah. Yeah, see, well... Yeah. They'll just be there. You know, Tifa and Aerith will be shooting the breeze. And... I believe... And I believe Barrett, it would be... Well... I guess I've already shown technically where Barrett would be. And I believe he would be over here. Yeah, Barrett would be over here checking out things. Here, over here. The door's unlocked. Come in. Hello. Okay, thank you. Ho ho ho! It looks like you have them all together. Then let's begin. I'll stand there. So pretty. It's just like the real thing. Yes, pretty good. This is my laboratory. all the workings of space are entered into this 3D holographic system. Hey, a shooting star! Wow, how wonderful! Ho ho ho, yes, it is something, isn't it? Well, let's go to the subject. Eventually, all humans die. What happens to them after they die? The body decomposes and returns to the planet. That much everyone knows. What about their consciousness, their hearts and their souls? The soul too returns to the planet. Not only those of humans, but everything on this planet. In fact, all living things in the universe are the same. The spirits that return to the planet merge with one another and roam the planet. They roam, converge, and divide, becoming a swell called the life stream. Life stream. In other words, a path of energy of the souls roaming the planet. Spirit energy is a word that you should never forget. A new life. Children are blessed with spirit energy and are brought into the world. Then, the time comes when they die, and once again, return to the planet. Of course, there are exceptions, but this is the way of the world. I've digressed, but you'll understand better if you watch this. Spirit energy is the source of life for trees, birds, and humans. And not only living things, it makes it possible to form planets. And if that spirit energy were to disappear, these are the basics of the study of planet life. If spirit energy disappears, our planet will die. Ho ho ho! Spirit energy is efficient because it exists within nature. When spirit energy is forcefully extracted and manufactured, it can't accomplish its true purpose. You're talking about Mako energy, right? Every day, Mako reactors suck up spirit energy, diminishing it. Spirit energy is compressed in reactors and processed into Mako energy. All living things are being used up and thrown away. In other words, Mako energy will only destroy the planet. The story of the planets and those who lived with them. If you want to know more, then you must listen to the words of the elders. That was so freaking cool. You know, I've lost track of how many times I've said this in my life, but I freaking love space. You add space into any JRPG and, you know, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. And also, you know, you make games about space, you know, again, a done deal. A very done deal. Because freaking space is so fascinating to me. Like, you know, I already told this already, like, a whole bunch of times, but I took my astronomy lessons in high school. I know. I did very well in that class. It was all good. And the fact that the PS1 could handle that, it was just awesome, man. Again, you really, really have to appreciate the fact that Final Fantasy VII got released when it did. Because those FMV sequences with the space are probably some of my favorites. The Promised Land. So what do you want to know? There is no one place called the Promised Land. That's what I believe. No, it does exist. You can't say that. In other words, it doesn't exist for us, but for the ancients. The Promised Land is the resting place of the ancients. The life of the ancients is one continuous journey. A journey to grow trees and plants, raise animals, and make energy, Morty. Their heart's journey continued through their lives. But the place they returned to after their long journey, their burial land, is the Promised Land. Supreme happiness? I believe that for the ancients, it was the moment where they were able to return to their planet. The moment they were released from their fate and gained their supreme happiness. At least that's what I believe. I don't really know whether or not it's true. By the way, those that came with you are all at the Cosmo Canyon. Are you leaving? Well, you get to learn about the ancients and stuff. But that also brings up, well, the remake. I actually do believe that their explanation of the ancients is far more visually interesting than just, you know, learning about, you know, the ancients and the Promised Land through text. But then again, it's not really fair to compare it to the remake, considering the fact that this game was in 1997. The remake is, you know, this year. And, you know, that's the thing. You can't talk about the ancients without mentioning Professor Gast. He used to come here sometimes. He was a Shinra scholar who spent his life studying the ancients. He was a serious person. You would never thought he'd be in Shinra. He must have been about 30 years ago, when he found the corpse of an ancient. He was elated. If I recall, he named it Genova and was doing a lot of research. One day he showed up here looking very distressed. He was mumbling about something about Genova not being an ancient and that he'd done a terrible thing. He had been missing since then. I've heard that he never went back to Shinra. So if you ever see Professor Gast, I want you to tell him that the old man that likes to drink in Cosmo Canyon wants to hear about the ancients. Oh god, I've got something in my throat. Well, there's lots to talk about, but most things about the ancients are all legend and folk tales, and no one knows the truth. By the way, your friends are all in front of the Cosmo Canyon. Are you all leaving now? Yeah. Well, eventually we are. But I want to talk to all the elders because what they have to say about the ancients is interesting. And besides, this Professor Gast person, we've heard about him. In the flashback with, you know, Cloud's backstory, we actually did hear about him from Sephiroth. He was all about, you know, Professor Gast, why did you die? He was, you know, all about that life, you know? All about that Professor Gast life. Anyway, I believe the last elder is somewhere, which I'm gonna look for him. Oh, there was actually more to this shop than I thought. You, sir, you forgot your change. Okay. Buchenhagen sealed this door shut. How do you do that? Super glue? Yes, because this door that looks absolutely nothing like the walls will be sealed with super glue. Well, it doesn't really look like there are any more elders around, so I guess all that's left to do is to go over to the Cosmo Candle. What a boring place, just like I thought. I want to go somewhere. Let's go find some materia. Talking about your priorities, man. I wonder how many years it's been. Gosh, it brings back memories. I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things. About the Cetra and the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now. But we're here for you, right? I know, but I'm the only Cetra. Does that mean we can't help? Cloud, bonfires are funny, aren't they? They make you remember all sorts of things. You know, Cloud, 5 years ago? It's nothing. No, forget it. I'm afraid to ask. What is it? It feels like you're going far away. You really are you, right? Cosmo Canyon. This is where Avalanche was born. I promised my guys someday, when we save the planet from the Shinra, that we all go to Cosmo Canyon and celebrate. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Now they're all gone. Died for the planet. Really? To save the planet? We all hate the Shinra. But is it right to go on? Will they ever forgive me? Right now, I really don't know. But I do know one thing. If there's anything I can do to save the planet, or the people living in it, then I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's for justice or revenge, or whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna do it! Again! Again! Avalanche is born again! Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this flame. No, never mind. What happened? It's about my parents. When I talk about my mother, I'm filled with pride and joy. And that's fine. But when I think of my father, my heart is full of anger. You really can't forgive your father? Of course. He left Mother for dead. When the Gi tribe attacked, he ran off by himself. leaving Mother and the people of the canyon. Come, Nanaki. There's something you should see. This place might be dangerous. Cloud, will you and one other person come with us? Barrett, we haven't seen you in battle in a very long time. Perhaps you should go. Of course, you can talk to your other party members if you want to swap out. However, this is just one of those sections where you need to have one certain party member with you at all times, and you can only swap out one party member at a time. So yeah, pretty good. And it also gives you some little time, it gives you some time to prepare, basically. Also, I really love that moment where the characters are just talking by the bonfire. I mean, pretty obvious that Yuffie and Kate Sid don't really have anything that interesting to talk about, but Aerith and Tifa and, you know, Red and Barrett, man. I'm telling you, like, this cast is good. This cast is really, really good. It's honestly quite, you know, pretty damn amazing how this cast has aged supremely well over the years. And I can't sing my praises enough for them. It's a really good cast. A lovable, a very likable cast of characters as well. I mean, even some of the other characters that I'm not really too crazy over, I still like them. Like, Yuffie's a teenager, Kate Sith is, well, somebody. Aerith is really funny, and she gets, like, loads of laughs out of me. And Tifa's just awesome, man. Any girl that can kick ass is also a plus in, you know, everybody's books, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna remove all the materia from, you know, Tifa and Aerith, because obviously they were the last guys that I used. And we're gonna have to use, you know, Red 13 and then Barrett along the way, so yeah. So we're finally gonna get to see what other guys they have in battle as well. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about, like, certain limit breaks that I didn't get to show off, you know, don't worry about a thing. I'm gonna keep track of what limit breaks I already used and what ones we haven't shown off, because there's a fair few amount of limit breaks that we haven't, you know, shown off yet. Mainly Yuffie's, because we didn't really get to see, you know, what Grease Lightning is all about, or, you know, Clear Tranquil. I basically gotten everybody up to level 2s before I even showed off, you know, even once of them, but, you know, I suppose that's okay. They will all be shown off eventually. Anyway, we are going to take some time to prepare, and I'm not entirely sure if you can actually leave at this point. Yeah, you can. You can actually go back into the overworld, which I'm, you know, thank God. You can go back to the overworld. Thank you, Jesus. That way I can get some time to prepare and also make up for the amounts of money that I lost getting everybody's weapons. So, I will see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and yeah.